Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Hope you had fun. Hope you stayed safe. Hey, Jabba, my buddy, did you miss me yesterday, huh? Because I wasn't here. Did you miss me? Well, last night, heard a few things from a few people. I guess you had a pretty good weekend, huh? This here is, surprised you left it up. Did a few, regular videos. This one runs 9 minutes. That's why I watched it. You know, I wouldn't have to tolerate too much of him. And I'll get to this last. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry, had to step away for a second. Well, I heard Jabba did a few lives over the weekend. You say, Brian, Jabba had a little something to say, responding to you about. And that one I did see. And I caught that live was from someone else's channel that had it up, showing it. When he's sitting in the Walmart parking lot for like 5 minutes, all sad and depressed and not saying a word, and then he finally shut it down. He says, he had to mention that. He wasn't sad and depressed. He did that on purpose, just so somebody would have something to say about it. Job, let me tell you something, pal. Some things you cannot fake. You were fucking down, depressed, deflated, looking like a sad puppy at a cage door in a animal shelter, watching people walk by and nobody wanted to take you home. Some things you cannot fake, okay? And then he did a few lives. On one of them, he says, it's only about I got the hiccups. It's better than burping and farting like you, Jabba. So, drank my coffee too fast. Did a few lives. One, he said, it was only about an hour and a half. I watched some of it, went back, watched a little again, got to about an hour, I had some things to do. Went back and checked it again, it had already ended. And I saw the time like an hour and a half. He says he spent the first hour sitting on his stool with a drop light, trying to figure out why the light bulb wouldn't light up. I started laughing. He says, oh yeah, and he was trying to get different light bulbs to light up, but it wouldn't light up. And then he's looking at the socket in it. Oh, it's got corrosion. He says he's asking people how to clean out the corrosion in the socket, and somebody told him to use vinegar. He says he waddles off to the house, comes back with a jug of vinegar, pours vinegar in the fucking socket. And he sticks his finger in there and he's rubbing it around his shit. And then he puts the fucking light bulb in. Nope, still don't work. So he gave up on it. Same way you give up on everything, Job. You gave up on putting a starter in the Bel Air, gave up on fixing the brakes, gave up on fixing the interior, gave up on your health, gave up on your life. You're a loser. You know? He says then, on another one now, he applied for welfare. He's going to be getting a welfare check. Now he's going to be mooching off taxpayers. So I guess what he's going to get is disability and welfare check now. He better hope it's a lot. He better hope it's a lot. He said he might be staying there another month because he has he can make one payment. Yeah, one payment. Okay, whatever. Oh, and by the way, Jabba, was it you said last week that Zillow listing and pre-foreclosure was going to be down in 2 days? I went and looked. It's still up there. Pre-foreclosure. By the way, you said you have RE/MAX selling it. You said it, right? Well, I went to the RE/MAX because I still had the link saved, and it shows it. Well, they sold it a long time ago. I think I already mentioned this. I think I might have even showed it. Back in 1998 or 1999 or 2000, something like that. And it sold for $98,000. And it gives all the dimensions, square footage, lot size, You'll see in this video where you get to see a little more panoramic view. He tells people he has the Ponderosa. He has the most land on the street. Got all this land on both sides and behind him. Well, as you'll notice if you watch the video, I recommend watching this. You see right behind the bel air there, that white fence? Right behind that white fence is a really big, nice white house, a nice house. That's not his house. His house is the one you're going to see on the right over there. You're going to get a real good look at it. That's his $300,000 mansion. Okay? Those are the houses. I've seen them around. We got them in New England here. Those are real cheapy, prefab, low-cost houses that sprung up all over after World War II. When all the soldiers came home, hey, there was a housing boom. They needed houses, and these houses popped up all over the country. And these houses are only one little half a rung up from a fucking mobile home in a trailer park. The only thing is, they're made out of wood instead of aluminum walls. They don't even have a foundation, a cellar, a basement. They pour a concrete slab and drop it on it, just like in a fucking trailer park. And when you see the house, which you will, it's fucking run down and dilapidated. Like everything else he has is run down and dilapidated. And, well, he might stay another month because he can make another mortgage payment. Well, from what you say, Jabba, the one thing I was surprised, you'll hear it at the end, he takes responsibility for running his mouth too much. He says, well, I just want to get all these things out because I understand that, you know, I brought a lot of this upon myself by saying things I probably shouldn't have said. Hey, you fat fucking retard, you finally just figured that out? So that's at the very end. I saw it and I heard it myself. You will see it, you will hear it yourself. And well, he's on his third loan modification. Sweet. You know, he has one payment. I don't know. Hey, whatever. He says one payment's going to save his ass. Let him. You know. But he wants to leave because he's going to downsize. Wasn't it you said after, you know, when he blamed his two previous loan modifications on the people handling it, screwed it up. They wanted paperwork. He said they already had it and blah, blah, blah. Blamed them for everything as usual. And, and his mortgage was at $2,300 a month, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot of money, man. That's why he had to sell it. And you yourself said, right, you told people you get $1,300 a month from your disability. You better hope this welfare is giving you at least $1,000 a month. You can just make one payment. Don't you have to pay insurance on that home? Don't you still have payments left on that Jeep? Hey, you say these things. You said you still have payments left on the Jeep. If you got payments, that means you got a loan on it. You got to be carrying full coverage, option one insurance on that, which ain't cheap. Don't you have gas, electric, water, the bill for that? I forget about paying for food. You're a moocher at the senior center getting free food. You know? How are you going to live? You know? What are you going to do? Then he got into clearing up about false documents again. I do recall seeing this. I forget a couple of guys on here. I really don't know you guys well. I don't think we've really even, you know, interacted in any way. I think one comment came across here or there just letting me know who you were. It's like, okay, now I know who you are. We haven't communicated since, right? I wouldn't call us buddies, you know. I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, we're not buddies. I don't mean that in a bad way. We're just not buddies. If we get along fine, you know, so far. I don't think we've had a problem with each other because we don't really interact with each other. So sometimes it works out better that way, right? Well, a guy put up a document showing, you know, the foreclosure and it was filed in the docket. He said, oh, somebody put something up, but that's not an official court document. That's only a case number. Because I know about dockets because I've had quite a few of them. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, Jabba, how many times you had dockets where you had to go to court because you owe people money? You know what about dockets in court cases, huh? No, that shit you know about. He gets into his father, how dysfunctional he was, a drunk, you know, shit people don't need to know. Maybe that explains why you're dysfunctional. You come from a very dysfunctional family. Anyway, whoever you are that posted that, you might want to put it up again. Because he's saying that it was not a docket number. I saw it, Java. I know how to spell, unlike you that's an illiterate fat fucking retard. I know the difference between docket and case, two different spellings that was clear as day, cannot be denied. Okay, the evidence was there. You had to say that, oh no, it wasn't a docket number, it was a case number. Yeah, really, when you see that white house behind that white fence behind the Bel Air where he's boxed in, real nice house. All that land on the other side, oh yeah, a lot of land and trees. That ain't Java's. That's city land. You know, and how I know is on the Zillow. I'm saving the best for last here. Java, you are going to love this. Oh, yeah. It gives all, the lot size. Yeah, the lot size. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're living on the fucking Ponderosa there, pal. Well, I had the most land of anybody on the street. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I'm Bigfoot. Anyway. So, wasn't it you that said that you have Remax selling it? It's not being foreclosed. No bank auction. Nope. You are selling it. Remax is selling it. It's listed with Remax. Now, how I had the Zillow link saved to go back and check, yeah, it's still in pre-foreclosure. Still up there. I went back and checked on Remax because I did at one time. And your property comes up. It was already sold a long time ago. I think I went over this, right? For $98,000. Once again, it gives all the dimensions. All the dimensions of everything. Lot size. No basement. Yeah, it's on a concrete slab. It's a glorified trailer park home. It's made out of wood instead of aluminum. That's all it is. Just enough for human habitation. I looked and no new listing. So, Jabba, you know how you only use your phone to go live, for hours and hours and hours? Other people use their phones for the way they're intended, to make phone calls. So guess what Uncle Brian did? Uncle Brian called the Remax number. And I had the property address and everything there. And I said, hi, I'm calling to find out this property you have here. And I said where it is, your city, your street, your house number. That is on their listing. And really, I really don't have to not say it in here. It's on public record. You don't have a fucking thing to say about it. Okay? But I'm being nice. And he says, hold on one second. Because I could hear him on his computer. We sold that property in, I said, yeah, was it 1998, 1999, something like that. He says, yeah, we sold that a long time ago, but, we keep it in our history, our records, of sales and listings. So I'm calling because a person that's there is telling people that he has it for sale again, and he has it listed with you, and you are selling the house for him again. He hesitates. He says, I don't know why he's saying that. We're not selling that property. We did a very long time ago. We're not selling that property. We have no listing. I can't give you any information on it because we're not listing it. So I don't know why he's telling people that. I said, well, I just wanted to let you know. So he said, okay. And I said, sorry to bother you. Have a nice day. And I hung up and said goodbye. So Jabba, what are you going to say about this? You're going to contradict yourself again and say, after you see this, I forgot. I fired Remax because they couldn't sell my house fast enough. So now I have another new real estate agent. Okay, Jabba, if that's what you plan on doing, once again, please let me know what new real estate agent you have, with what agency, so I can make another phone call. How's that? Okay. I already knew it wasn't listed with Remax. I already knew you were just saying that. But, like they say, better to be safe than sorry. Better to be sure than guess, So there was a few other things too, and I got to get going. I'm running at 15 minutes here. I got things to do. So have a nice day, everyone. Have fun and stay safe. Yeah, the two things that made me laugh, he fucked around with a light bulb for an hour because he couldn't get it to light up. He ran down all his excuses on why the Bel Air, don't have a starter, no brakes, this, that, the other thing. Upset because, he knows about court official dockets because, he knows about them. He's had many of them. Like I said, how many times you been? Well, you were hauled into court for credit cards and shit too, right? That was your way out of that. Oh, I'm a disability. They can't touch me. Ha ha. It's federal protected funds. Okay, whatever. And now what? You're mooching off welfare? Like I said, between welfare, unless welfare's paying out big fucking money, you're going to need at least $1,000 a month from welfare, along with your $1,300 you get from disability, to just be able to make your mortgage payment. And what are you going to do about everything else? Have a great day, everyone. Have fun and stay safe.